And we're live.
Whoa.
Nah, you need to like step up the tempo a bit. You get me? Like,
Whoa.
see that bar there? I keep telling Nahi.
Whoa, guys.
Alright, nah, that's
guys.
like, you see when you get into the red area.
Guys,
that's a bit
guys,
like,
guys,
you're moving a
guys,
bit
guys.
loud.
Beloved.
If
Guess
you,
whose birthday it is?
come on, man. I told you, man. I told you not to mention the B word.
It's his birthday today.
So, anyways,
Okay, quick. Let me sing a quick happy birthday for you.
Fam.
Happy birthday to you.
Jeez.
Zawahil.
What was that? Was that Somali?
No, it's Arabic.
Swear down.
Swear
You can
down.
speak Arabic.
No.
You just know how to say happy birthday in Arabic.
Yeah.
That's mad
I
random.
think it's right anyways. I might be wrong.
Sounds like,
Anyways, we're back, guys.
ooh. Doing the intro, yeah?
No,
Ooh, okay. Take a back seat.
No.
Go on.
No. We're back. Episode 32.
32.
Yes.
I kept getting confused. I thought it was 31.
No, 32.
Why am I always behind? I'm always behind.
It's alright.
But 32 though, that's
Yeah, I
that's a
know.
really weird number.
Why?
I don't know. I'm only good with even numbers and fives.
But 32 is an even number.
Is it? Oh, but it's got 3 in it.
But it's still an even number.
I'm
Hey!
just talking bare shit.
What?
guys. I'm just talking bare shit.
Okay.
So apparently today is
Big boy's birthday.
yeah, apparently it's
Big
it's
boy.
recognized real remember Farhan Day. So we're gonna take a moment's silence just to remember Farhan and what he's been doing for the last 23 years.
Fuck all.
I want to give a massive shout out to myself because
Wow.
true say we're here because of me, innit?
What? The podcast
Yeah,
thing?
man.
The fuck does that mean to me? What the fuck?
I'm joking.
I'm dropping the mic.
Yo. Nah, I'm chatting shit. But I find birthdays so fucking awkward. I can't
so
handle it.
awkward.
I can't deal with it. Like I didn't even tell Nahia that it was my birthday.
Yeah, why?
And yesterday he was like, "It's your birthday."
Yeah, I know. I heard the
Like,
voice
half an hour.
note.
I was like, "Yeah, man." No, I don't know. I just don't like the fuss of it all. Like, I don't know.
Do you feel like it's because you don't want to be disappointed?
I was gonna say, do you know what it is? It's because I don't want to have that hype, like that expectation,
Okay.
and then just be like, oh. So I'd rather be like, all right, it's my birthday.
What birthday did this to you? There was a birthday that had that was fucked up.
No.
There was. Look, he's smiling. I know. There was a birthday.
Do you know
that
what?
your
Yeah?
expectations.
You learn as you grow older that birthdays aren't everything.
Okay, cool.
Like-
So what birthday was it when you realised this?
I can't remember, but basically, the previous year had a smashing birthday.
Okay.
Like, fam,
All right.
top notch.
Okay.
And then the next year after that, it was a bit like, all right, where's
the love?
where's X, Y, and Z?
Okay.
Where's this? Where's that? So after that, I was just like, fam, I need to just. And do you know what I realized? In the last couple of years, birthdays really and truly should be celebrated between you and your mum.
Huh?
Period. Only because that's the lady that brought you into the world, and she's been putting up with your shit for like however many years you've been
I
alive.
think that might work for you, but not for everyone.
Nah, trust me, man. I realized that I was like, fam,
Not for everyone.
shout out to my mum, innit?
Yeah, shout out to your mum, but
She put me in, man.
some mums are trash.
Yeah, true. Some mums are
And
trash.
also, not to be
Go on.
okay. So I went to see Mo the comedian, and he was talking.
You
about,
did? How was it? I
was
fucking
al-
love him, you know.
It's alright.
Was it not amazing?
I mean, it was alright. Like
That's
I
my
was
disappointment.
laughing. It
Mm.
was good, but yeah, it's
Oh, cool.
alright. It was one thing I liked about him though.
Yeah,
was
go
the
on.
fact that he like talks about childhood stuff, and he
Okay.
talks about ends and like growing up in London as a black person or as an ethnic person. So
Relatable.
yeah, exactly. I should have just said that in it.
It's calm.
Fucking hell.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
here for.
exactly. So that's one of the reasons why I liked his show.
Mm.
And one of the things that he was saying, he's like, some mums are dickheads. I don't know why he was saying that, but yeah. Anyways, that's what I
Yeah.
was just going. Yeah, continue.
No, that's what I was gonna say. I'm 23 now, so shout out to me, 23. Listen, by the time I'm 27, I want to blow in something. I'm relying on this podcast. So
27.
Huh?
27.
Bro, it's a 5-year game plan, you know.
No.
Long-term vision.
I'll give it 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, and we'll be
Mm.
making that money.
Yeah,
Even
hopefully.
a year, to be honest.
Say that again.
6 months will make a massive difference. Look how far we've come
That's
now.
true. How long has it been now? 6 months. We're on episode 32. If
Yeah.
we do 4 episodes a week 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So it's been about 6.5 months, 7 months almost.
Yeah.
Calm.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
amazing.
So let's get with it.
Yeah, man. I was thinking of bringing out some merch for us. You know.
Oh, I would really like a t-shirt.
Okay, I'll get you a t-shirt and I'll get myself a cap or a
Okay.
jumper.
Yeah,
like a
I would
hoodie.
like a t-shirt.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be good actually.
Sick. And business cards as well. Damn,
Yes.
so many things to do. Mic as well. There's going to be a third mic coming soon. Video implementation needs to happen, fam. Because these times, the way that I'm
Fives
seeing,
is not wearing her pajamas today.
fam, the way I'm seeing people pattern up like podcasts on YouTube, it's mad. They just literally record it. They talk a bag of shit, but they still get views.
It's perfect.
So we need
Okay,
that.
cool. Let's do it. I
Right,
mean,
cool.
I think we should actually just
We-
put a little
100%.
camera thing
No,
on
do
the
you know what I'm
side
gonna do?
here.
It's just gonna be right in the center. I'm gonna get a Samsung S8 or whatever, because these times they record in 1080p or whatever, and you can put a little memory card inside, record for however long, because that's how Culture Talk did it. You know, the one that I went to. So that's how they recorded it. And also, do you know what they did? They got some YouTuber to come on. Imagine they were on like 100 subscribers, and then after that episode, they shot all the way up to 500, 600.
That's good.
But that's what we need to do, you know.
Listen, ain't about the views though, baby
It is.
boy. It's not. It's
Listen,
not about the
influencers,
views.
man. This is a
No,
cool.
we don't need to be around people that are going to influence our podcast
I like
in
that.
any sort of way. We are the ones that are taking control of this, and
Jesus.
it's our journey.
I just put a mad
And
smile on my face.
Does
Thank
that
you.
make sense? I don't need
Thank you.
Tom, Dick, and Harry to come on our show just because they're not funny and they've got subscribers. What the fuck?
Yeah,
They might have bought it,
exactly.
just like a lot of people are buying likes
I love
on
that,
Instagram.
I love that.
We don't need all of that. Anyways,
Yes.
we need people that are actually interested in what we have to say,
100%.
and that's the most important thing.
Who are part of the culture, and actually that falls in very well to what I want to start this podcast with. So I was having a discussion with someone
Yeah.
a couple of days ago. It was regarding quote unquote the culture.
Okay.
And this is going to be very interesting to start off with. So basically, this person who I was discussing with is sort of very well spoken.
Okay.
Is brought up on the right side of London, so from west,
Okay.
but in like a really nice area, posh
Mhm.
area. But they're like us,
Mhm.
young, sort of exposed to the culture,
Mhm.
as in, you know, music, fashion,
Yep.
films, all that kind of stuff. And we were sort of arguing, or we had a debate about what is the culture, and because I always stick it on this person like, yo, like you live in Chelsea kind of thing, like you can't sort of beg it. Why are you always trying to beg, do you know what I mean? And then that person would be like, well, you're not part of the culture either, because just because someone got stabbed in front of your door, because someone did get stabbed in front of my door,
Yeah.
like, because this person thinks in their head that to be a part of the culture, you need to be either in a gang, you need to have been involved in some sort of violence, basically anything negative to do with urban communities is the culture. So what is the culture? Because a lot of people refer to it nowadays.
The culture.
Part of the culture, you know, like I always hear like a lot of rappers talking about it, or a lot of people in the urban community. But what actually is
Fuck
the
is
culture?
the word urban. I hate that word so much.
But that's what it is in effect, isn't it? Culture is basically another word for urban.
No.
No?
Urban is just a polite way to describe basically hip hop, grime,
Yeah.
and all that stuff. Anyways,
Go on.
the culture for me,
Mm.
as a definition for me, because I've never actually really thought about this,
Mhm.
it's just being able to connect with different aspects of, let's say, London. Okay, when I think of the culture, I think of London.
Yeah.
Because London, I would say, is the most diverse city where people are making their dreams happen and
Mhm.
all that kind of bullshit.
Mm.
To be honest, I don't know what the fucking the culture is.
Personally,
I don't know what it is.
the culture.
What do you think it is?
The-
I don't know.
Cause the culture for me, yeah.
I'm just about to waffle. I actually don't know.
It's good because that's exactly
don't
what I was
know.
doing. When I was talking to this person, I was just like, yeah, but you got this side of the culture, you got this side. It's like, it's layers, isn't it? You've got different aspects. But as a whole, the culture is a sub-category, a sub-community within, I don't know, London. I mean, because you can categorize certain people, right? You either call them sort of, you know, the white man,
Yeah.
And we know what the white man is. You've either got the right extreme white man, or you've got the posh white man, or you've got the well-spoken white man, or you've got the Essex white man. And then, so the culture for me is like a specific group of people who belong in that category because of what they've been exposed to in life. And that could be
Okay.
from where you're born,
Yeah.
you're brought up. So, fam, I'm sorry, but if you're brought up in Chelsea, fam, you cannot claim that you're from the culture.
Why?
Maybe if you're from like Hammersmith
Why?
or like Shepherd's Bush or something like that.
Why?
Cause are you like, come on,
But
man?
A lot of people think because I live in Camden, I live in a bougie area.
No, would you? Camden is like,
It is dead because you know it.
of
But
course,
for
I know.
other people, they're like, oh, Camden is cool.
Yeah, but they can't.
Oh, wow.
So they would exactly. So that type of person cannot associate themselves or comment on quote unquote the culture, because that's all they know. That's their perception of the culture. Whereas we know it's a lot more deeper than that.
Okay.
Fashion, music, people, language. Language is a big one.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's what I wanted to start off with.
Well, I'll have a think about it, actually. Also, what did you think of Us?
Fucking hell, bruv. Us was mad weird, you know. Yo, I swear down. I don't know what to make. I just don't know what to make of it, because I don't know if I enjoyed it. I mean, listen, it wasn't my ideal movie that I would go and watch.
It has a lot of spaces, isn't it?
It was just fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like you're waiting for something really dramatic to happen, and only up until only the last segment of the movie is the shock factor where you're like, shit. But then everything else is just like
Weird.
space.
Yeah. It's a weird movie.
But it's basically all about environmental change, no?
Climate change.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, it actually is about race.
Yeah.
Climate change.
Yeah.
It's definitely about power.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else. Like, identity definitely comes into it. And like discrimination and just so many shit. And like stereotypes.
Yeah, you could potentially write a little essay about this.
Yeah, you can. It's a good. Yeah, you can.
I enjoyed Get Out more though, I must say.
Because Get Out is funny.
Yeah, and Get Out is a lot more like extreme. Like, it's just more intense. Like, this is intense, but just not really. Just doesn't hit the spot for me, I'm afraid.
Did you do any April Fool jokes?
I did a few research on April Fools. I don't know why I wrote this down as a topic to talk about.
Yeah, but did you do any pranks?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I didn't either.
Well, what would you?
My life is a fucking joke.
So what would your? I tried to do a joke on you today. Do you remember?
That wasn't even funny.
Did you believe it?
No, I didn't believe it. This guy. Do you want to tell them what you did?
Alright, so basically, I was on the M25, and I was driving down, and Pfizer messaged me. So, a voice message, and I was like, "Oh, do you want to play it?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, play it for me, please.
Okay.
I found it quite funny.
Oh.
You're gonna fall for it, man.
Oh wait.
Stop it. I'm on the M25. None of that birthday boy shit. All right. Otherwise, I might just crash. Oh shit! Ah! Yo, the right at the end, it was realistic though, innit?
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
it was not. It was not realistic.
The end
I
bit
say
was
this
realistic,
why,
man.
guys. Look, this was my response.
Why are you so fucking dramatic?
I got so pissed. I was like, that's not even funny. This guy's hilarious. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So April
you?
Fools, yeah. So I didn't do any April Fools jokes, but
Did it happen to you?
no,
Oh,
I can't remember, innit? Like, this was like maybe a couple of years ago when I was like 9 or whatever. Although that wasn't a couple of years ago. But the newspapers have been going in this year. So imagine.
Oh
Don't
yeah.
imagine. What am I saying? Imagine. It happened. So the Sun reported that there will be a new collection of coins based on emojis, including a 50p poo emoji.
What?
So that's the Sun. The Daily Star said that we'll now be able to get beer from the NHS, because it's supposedly good for us. And the British Transport Police reported that people who eat smelly snacks on the go would receive £2,000 fine.
Are these all supposed to be jokes?
Yeah. I don't know why I put this in the segment, because
I'm
this
not
is
gonna
just
lie to
bullshit,
you.
if I'm being
Okay.
honest with you.
I mean that's quite funny, but
April Fools, you know.
Huh.
Anyways, let's just
go,
move
yeah.
on, yeah, because
Yeah.
April, like, no one cares about April. We're gonna start off abroad, and something that happened on very, very early on this week, and it's actually something that you told me about, because I had no idea, because I was mad MIA. Obviously, as everyone knows, Nipsey Hussle was shot dead.
Yeah.
I
God
don't know.
rest
I
his
think it was
soul,
on
man.
Sunday.
I think it. No, it wasn't on Sunday because we do podcast recording on Sunday. I think
Sunday
it was,
evening, no?
oh yes,
Yes,
it
yeah.
was. It was.
Sunday evening. So 3 men were shot outside of the clothing shop that he owns
Yeah.
or co-owns. And he was the unfortunate one to die
Mm.
later in hospital. Right, let's start off because I want to dissect this properly. I want to really get into it,
Yeah.
and because there's so many different layers, so many different things to talk about
100%.
when it comes to Nipsey. First of all, let's talk about Nipsey himself. I'm trying to understand who this guy was, because if I'm honest with you, I didn't fuck with Nipsey that much. Only because he wasn't in the limelight. He was always hidden in the
Yeah.
background. He's not someone like Hove, Ye, or Puffy. He's very sort of to himself.
Yeah. He focuses on the community
Yes.
for sure. The only time that I kind of realized, I mean, I know who he was, but the only time I actually realized like what he was about was when him and Lauren London started dating, and then because of that they came into like the limelight more, and because she's such a beautiful woman, I think a lot of people are like talking about it, not because she was beautiful only, but she's an actor and yada yada yada.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm aware, from what people have been kind of promoting, he's a very like community based. He was an important leader.
Yeah, he was
for the community, and he did a lot of he worked in the projects, as the Americans would say, and he was working on this documentary for Dr. Sebi.
Yeah,
I didn't actually know who Dr. Sebi was until someone actually
to be honest,
mentioned it to me.
A lot of people in the UK are going on about this as if like, we've been talking about this age. Like, come on, get real. None of you have known nothing about this kind of shit, because why would we know? This isn't something that's happened in the UK. I feel like this is something that only Americans or people in LA would know because they're part of that culture. And again, it goes back to the culture kind of thing, because it's like when Cadet passed away, it hit us so fucking hard because we know who Cadet is, we know what he's about, we know his character, we know what he was doing. People in America, like even Drake, I don't think he even posted anything about Cadet. So it's one of them ones where Nipsey Hussle made a massive difference in America, in LA. But it was only that. Like, I'm just seeing a lot of it. It's frustrating for me because I'm just seeing a lot of people just like trying to beg it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, fine, we get it. Like, he was he was an inspiration. He did a lot. But come on, man, don't jump on a bandwagon like that. Do you know what I mean? Keep it real, people in the UK. But this controversy surrounding him, Dr. Sebi, and this documentary is quite interesting.
It is, but I feel like it's quite sad that that's the first thing people are gonna started talking about.
Okay.
And what is sad is that this person has passed away. Not forget about what he's done, but let's just taking the fact that he's been murdered, and
he's left a 2-year-old son behind as well.
And he's got kids, he's got a partner, he's got family, he's got brothers, he's got sisters, he's got people that actually love him. And it's like, I don't know why people are taking this opportunity to be like, yeah, he got murdered because of the Dr. Sebi documentary, when it's like, yo, where are your prayers? Like, we need more prayers at this point. Not saying to dismiss the whole conspiracy theory or whatever, but it's like, how are you so quick to jump onto that? Yeah, because it makes you feel woke. I don't know. I just feel like it's quite disrespectful. And
so what does this mean for the streets? Because the one thing that really frustrated me when I heard about this, and when you start to learn more about this individual, is that he was a very, very community-based person. So from someone who was growing up from the streets, he had the ability to influence the street into doing better for themselves. So what really frustrated me is that someone in your community comes to you with a change, right? They've built up all of these foundations for you. They're trying to put you back onto the map. All of you have been calling for someone like this.
You need it. We need it.
But then what happens? Ironically, an individual from that scene ends up murdering him. So what does this mean for the streets? Because for me, it's like there's no hope. There's no hope left. Once you decimate someone of that character from your own community.
But at the same time, as much as, you know, we say that he was murdered, it was his time to leave. It was his time to go. And it was written for him to leave on that day.
It was. But I want to talk about the repercussions, because I don't appreciate the fact that this Eric Holder guy, who was known to...
the police.
Not even the police. He was known to, like, Nipsey Hussle and Eric, they knew each other. They had disputes. And then he came over to the shop. There was a confrontation, and then he shot him dead. So, I don't know. I just feel like I'm just trying to get to the point that shit like this shouldn't really be happening. It's like, do you remember well, you wouldn't remember, but it's like when Martin Luther King, someone of that caliber, gets murdered. It's like someone who's trying to make a real difference to your community, who's trying to put you up there, and then you get rid of them.
But it happens though, isn't it? This is how society works. Good people tend to not, they say good people tend to not live long. And I think what we have to really focus on is that a lot of people say they respect a person, but the way they're talking on social media is not respectable at all. I think that Kodak Black is an example.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
afterwards.
I can't believe he
bruv,
actually.
do you know what? That triggered me so much, bruv. 100%. Yeah, like, oh, if Kodak Black was in front of me, I would swing for his jaw. I swear down.
But the thing is, yeah,
I would fuck up his base.
He's been disrespecting women for a very long time.
Yeah.
He disrespected.
But
what's that? Young Ma.
Yeah.
He disrespected her too.
Listen, with all due respect, yeah, like, I understand this is like this is sensitive for women, but I want to try and ignore that for a second. Bruv, you're talking about next man's gal. He's dead. You're talking about a dead man's, like, fiance.
See, but that's the problem is though, isn't it?
For me, like, the concern isn't even about disrespecting women. For me, number one is you're disrespecting a dead man's fiance. He's left a 2-year-old behind. And you're telling me that give her a year and then afterwards... Because I can tell you exactly what he said. He says, she's going to be a whole widow. I'll be the best man I can be for her. I'll give her a whole year. She might need a whole year crying and shit. And then once the people around him sort of realised what he was saying and they were kind of putting it on him, like, yo, what are you trying to say? And then he retracted. He was like, oh, I'm just trying to be that friend to holler on. That shouldn't... that shoulder to lean on.
But he's just disrespectful to women in general. Anyways,
I've had enough of Kodak Black. Honestly,
he
makes trash
like
music.
I said,
First of all, he makes shit music. I don't know what everyone gasses about his music. Second of all, like, have you look at him? He's been part of a sex. He's got a case pending, no?
Really?
Yeah, I think yeah. Do you remember he went on that radio show, Hot 91 or something like that, and then Ebro put it on him like, yeah. So you've got this case going on. Do you want to talk a bit about it? And then it was just awkward. It was mad silent, and then he got up and left.
What?
Yeah.
I told you, he's just, to be honest,
he weird.
Yeah, no, he disrespects women. And to be honest, the fact that you've even said, forget the fact that, you know, the fact that he disrespects women in general. A lot of these rappers that are basically atting him, I'm sorry, but they're only atting him because of Nipsey. If it was anyone else, would they have said anything? I'm just I don't know. I want to sway away from the fact that even it's Nipsey. I just want to talk about like it's the principle, fam. It's like, don't talk shit about a dead man, and if you're talking about his girl, it's 10 times worse. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just like I get what you mean. To another level. I mean, yes, I don't want to take away from the fact that you shouldn't be disrespecting women. Number one, but that's how he is, and that's what he's been getting away with for the longest. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. He's disrespected women on a consistent basis. Why do you think no one cares? Because they're women. Yeah, black women are always dismissed. But that's do you not think at a time? Yeah, do you not think at a time where feminism is at its heights, is at the forefront of most female discussions, why do you think we're still having these types of problems? Why is it not being taken seriously? Because people don't give a fuck. That's why. Bottom line, innit? Yeah, they don't give a fuck. So they act like they do, but they don't really give a shit. Because he should have been called out immediately about the whole Young Ma thing. No one added him for it. He was targeting her sexuality. For what reason? And she's not even feminine like that. I'm not saying she's not feminine, but she never, ever, ever, like, portrayed herself to be a woman that wants to be liked by a man. You know, so why are you trying to at her now? Why are you trying to embarrass her from the limelight? Because you have this clout.
I can't fucking stand. Do you know what I don't understand? People like Drake that are bigging up Kodak Black, calling his album one of the best albums he's ever heard.
But Drake, we already know that he's, with all due respect, I just want to round up one thing though about Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah.
I will say that he did really like make a difference, because even people in the UK and London, they had a vigil. I think that's
yeah.
In Kensington, where the East African community came together and they showed, respect.
Yeah, because he's thinking it.
Yeah, so I think that just shows itself how much of a difference he made. But that being said, with Drake, I'm gonna have to say that I feel like sometimes he is a bit of a clout chaser.
Go on.
And he connects with people. Don't get me wrong. I like the fact that, he's done good things for the community and he brings on people that are young. He's supporting the London scene right now. But it's like, I just feel like he's a bit of a clout chaser. I don't know how genuine his actions are. I really question them.
Do you know what?
Because, I don't know, like, it's like he always knows. Bruv, he's like the devil, fam.
What?
It's like he knows what that person's gonna do in advance.
Oh, he's slyly.
It's like before someone becomes famous, he grabs them.
Yeah, you are semi-right, but...
Like, what the fuck?
But you know what, yeah?
All
Drake
the time. All the fucking time.
He's got the license to do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Nah, man.
Let me tell you something about Drake, yeah? Whatever field he goes into, he dominates. I can't... Personally, for someone who hates like his mainstream achievements, I can't say shit because he has earned it. It doesn't matter what field he goes in, bruv. Can you name any other artist who can go into any field of music and make it pop off?
What field of music has he gone into and dominated?
Alright, so
the London scene, okay, cool. He came into London and he said, I
hip hop dominated.
Alright, cool.
Singing,
hip hop,
R&B dominated. He's got a few dancehall tracks.
What dancehall tracks are they?
Like one dance.
That's not a dance. That's not dancehall.
Okay, not dancehall. Okay,
that's
fine.
a party track.
Okay, yeah.
That's R&B.
No, I wouldn't say it's R&B. I'd say it's more like party. You're right. Club vibe. Yeah?
Definitely not dancehall.
So let's say so club, and then he's got the UK as well. Trap, buff. I'm telling you.
Trap.
Yeah, man. He's got a few trap tunes.
Nah,
like YG
man.
and that. Yeah,
they're
man.
not trap, but
it's trap.
They're not trap.
They're trap, man. I'm telling you. He's going in.
Okay.
You can't hate on Drake.
I'm not hating. I'm a Drake fan, like.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
But do you not hate yourself for being a Drake fan?
No,
I fucking hate myself for being a Drake fan.
I've always liked Drake's old music, and I always say this because he used to talk sense back then. Now it's more to do about marketing.
But you need to listen to this news. It's not really a new track, but he jumped on a track with, what's her name? Summer Walker. You know, Girls Need Love.
Oh. Told you he's a fucking clout chaser. I've heard it.
Oh, fam,
his lyrics are good. The lyrics are good. Okay, look, he's a good artist, but for me, I just don't know how genuine his actions are, and that's it. He brought J HUS in.
Yeah.
To his show.
Oh, should we talk about that?
Yeah, fuck it. And you know what? Do you know what it is as well? Huh? His concerts are fucking the same every year.
Yeah, are they?
Absolutely.
I went to...
Yeah.
The structure, yeah, but what's wrong with that?
It's boring. And now it's got to a point there where he doesn't really have that much, like, that many bangers. Let's be honest.
He does.
No,
you can't
be
remove
singing
bangers from Drake, fam.
I'm not.
Every song is a banger.
No, what I'm trying to say to you is, we've put him on this pedestal.
Yeah.
And we need to really question it.
Nah.
We have to.
I can't
because
question
look
it
at his concert, yeah. I'm sorry, but look at his concerts.
Go on.
They're the same every fucking year.
I'll still go to every one of them, though.
He has to bring in people because he can't really dominate the stage like that.
He can.
No, he can't. What is he doing on the stage? He's walking up and down.
Yo, he's got
singing.
Listen, any track that has his vocals on it,
man.
it's popped off. It's a lock off.
Look, let's be honest.
Yeah.
When you're looking at someone like Beyonce, I'm not gonna compare him to her. But the reason why Beyonce is great is because she's an entertainer. She's
just good at singing.
No, she isn't.
Alright, cool. She's a good
She
entertainer.
knows what she's doing
Yeah.
from like the detail and everything she does.
Bro, Drake
I'm
had a
sorry.
car. He had a fucking Lambo or whatever.
Yo,
He had a
son,
flying car,
It
fam.
doesn't
How can you
fucking
beat a flying
matter.
car?
It doesn't fucking matter. But what I'm trying to say to
How's
you,
that not entertaining? What more
that's not
entertainment do you need?
entertain- No, what I'm trying to say to you with Beyonce, yeah, she's a performer.
Yeah.
She actually has people dancing. She's dancing. She's doing this. She's a singer. She does so many things. Like
Yeah.
her concerts are worth the money that you're paying.
Yeah, but Drake
I'm
is
sorry,
vibes.
no.
You're vibes him when you listen to Drake. Like, he doesn't need
You
anyone
don't
there.
need 140. How much did people pay? 140 pounds.
Like, minimum,
You're
yeah.
telling me, yeah, 140 pounds
Mm.
for what?
Bruv,
To see one
yo,
guy walking up and down.
I'm
Don't piss
vibes
me
in when
off.
I'm looking at the Snapchat videos. I'm there bopping my head.
What are you bopping to though?
It's
That's what I'm
Drake,
saying.
man.
140 pounds for what?
Nah, I would. Do you know what? I
For a
regret
couple
not
of
paying.
artists, okay, cool. Like the good thing is that he brought artists on, but
Mm.
he brought Future. What the fuck is Future doing? He's walking up and down as well.
Yeah, I don't know about Future, man. I've
That's
been
what I'm
questioning
saying.
Future since he's released his first like mixtape. Future's an odd one for me, fam. His sound is never going to be compatible for my taste, unfortunately.
Marcus it. Do you know what? I'm not gonna take their limelight away. And
Yeah.
obviously they deserve. Oh, I just realised I'm not wearing my.
Your headphones. I was saying, like, how can you hear yourself? How are you hearing yourself?
I wasn't.
Are you in your zone now?
Huh?
Are you back in the zone?
Yeah.
You're back sunk in, like.
I can't believe I wasn't wearing my headphones. How many minutes? It's been 30 minutes. Okay, cool.
I was thinking, like, raw, how are you so like into it? You don't even got your headphones on.
Why didn't you say
I was
something?
gonna tell you, but I was like, nah, she's into it, man. Let me leave her.
I didn't even realise.
Get
Okay,
stuck
I'm
in.
sorry, but okay, let's jump on to HUS, innit? Obviously.
Should we talk about? Should we talk about J Hus?
Yeah, I mean, I already introduced him. So.
Hey, listen, welcome back, J Hus, man. Welcome back.
Okay.
I just want to say a massive welcome. Do you know what? Yeah, this is another annoying thing for me when I see a lot of people on Twitter like, oh my god, the UK music scene saved again. Oh, welcome home, J Hus. Like, why is everyone getting so gassed about the release of J Hus? Yeah, I understand it's a good thing, but you lot are going on like UK music is dead. Like, UK music was doing perfectly fine without J Hus. And these times, I can't lie to you, J Hus has not run UK music.
I feel like he has made a lot of like good tunes.
He's the
and-
originator of Afro tunes. All right, cool, fine.
But he's really good.
He's amazing, bro. I
Like,
love him. I'm
that
so
album
gassed that he's
banged.
out. Yes, Common Sense was fucking lit.
Yeah.
Like, I would that whole summer was just J Hus, and I love. There's just something about him. There's that
he's
Afro,
a very good,
very
artist.
original,
He's very
organic
good.
tune in his voice.
He's very, 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 very good.
Shout out to J Hus, man. I'm glad that he's out of jail.
Okay.
So, what does that mean for the UK music scene? How much are we expecting it to change?
I think that obviously he is gonna drop some bangers. We know this regardless.
Yeah,
But I think there is certain things that he needs to address,
go on.
like why he went into prison.
But
And-
that's the thing. Like, this is what I mean when we talk about the culture. Again, I feel like this whole podcast is gonna be about the culture. If you, me and you, we both know why he carried a knife.
Yeah, to protect himself.
Well, yeah. Number one, to protect himself, and number two, he's got an image to maintain. A
Okay.
lot of people, a lot of, I'd say, people who are not part of the culture are gonna listen to this and be like, oh, that's ridiculous. That's unbelievable. The fact that he could justify carrying a knife.
I mean, we know that there's, the UK is literally suffering right now.
yeah,
The
shit's
young
popping off
people-
left,
yeah,
right,
it
centre.
is.
And for me personally, for someone of that caliber, J Hus, he's not going to pull out a knife and fucking stab someone in the neck for nothing.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But
That
how
was
do you
bad. That was
know?
bad of me to say for nothing.
What was
because
that?
I just feel like once you're exposed to that side of life, you're sort of forced into protecting yourself.
I mean, it's not even that. It's like, who is gonna protect him then?
Mm.
Is the question. And it's like, people are hungry, man.
I'm not justifying his actions for a second.
But what I think personally that he should do, this is just my,
Go on.
my genuine opinion. I think that he should make a documentary, or he should do an interview and talk about as to why he went to prison and what was the influence that he has in
Yeah.
the scene, because
Yeah.
he does. A lot of people are looking up to him, and we can't normalize the fact that he went to jail for knives and then say, what are we doing? We need to be careful when it comes to
Yeah.
knives. He needs to do an interview, and he needs to talk about his mistake and not apologize for the fact that he went to prison. But look, remember that there's people that are looking up to him. A,
Mm.
B, and explain what is he gonna do now and why is he's changed, and the fact that he regrets his decision if he does.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that I was thinking about when he did come out of prison, because I do remember reading a lot of articles, like British articles like the Metro and shit like that, like, oh yeah, J Hus come out, Drake bought him out straight after being released from prison. And then I just scrolling on Twitter, and there's a lot of like white people like, oh, how is he allowed to come back on stage after serving however many months he did for knife crime?
Excuse me, like, they need to shut the fuck up, because there's other people that need to be addressing first. That other shit that needs to be addressed first. First things first. Why are young people carrying knives?
Yeah.
Why do they feel like that's the only way they can protect themselves? Shut the fuck up, man. This is what I hate about social media, you know. One thing I hate about social media is that it gives people that shouldn't fucking have a voice. I'm not saying they're not allowed to have a voice, but they shouldn't have a voice to have a voice.
I'll say it. Don't comment on things you don't know anything about.
Yeah, and
Simple.
it's like, stop fucking...
Again, go back to the culture, fam. You're not part of the culture. Like, stay where you are. Like, stay in your lane. You're fucking chips
No,
and
it's not even that.
beans.
It's not even that. Look, everyone's entitled to an opinion, but it's like sometimes people go on Twitter and it's just like, why do you feel like you have to tweet that? At what point in the day did you think, oh yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna go on Twitter and talk shit. How did you think you had time for that? This is just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you
There's certain times people they're on Twitter and I'm like, I get it, yeah. I'm not. I tweet tutus, not that much.
Yeah.
But it's like the way certain people tweet. I'm like, first things first, you're moving like a fucking celebrity for no reason, and you have a fan base.
Yeah.
Secondly, you're talking like you're talking sense.
Yeah.
Where's the fucking logic?
It's always white people, man.
No, it's not just white people, because everyone fucking does it.
I've got an agenda against white people. I do. And I will address that.
You can have it. Yeah, you can have it if you want.
No, but it does worry me a little bit that him going into jail, coming out now, and everyone making such a massive hype about it, it's just going to glamorize that sort of lifestyle.
Is that what you think?
I do feel like that. I can't lie to you. I do feel like youngsters are going to be like, oh, so he went into jail for carrying a knife. Everyone's like putting him up onto that pedestal.
That's not even, that's just 1% of our worry. J Hus is not what these young people are being influenced by.
Yeah.
Like, J Hus and his bullshit. Forget about that.
Okay.
The fact that our government, bruv, Savage Javid blamed teachers.
Savage Javid, yes.
He's not even savage. He's just a baldy fucking waste man. He's actually a waste man. The fact that he turned around and said teachers and nurses are to blame.
Oh yeah. I heard about that.
How could you blame teachers and nurses for the fact that
nurses? But why nurses, fam? That's mad random.
They said, the early signs were there. What the fuck? The NHS is suffocating
after they were born. Like, the nurse is supposed to look at the baby like, yep, that's going to be
stupid. It's just the government don't want to take no responsibility. People don't want to take responsibility, and that's the fact. And, you know, when you're cutting the when you're cutting all the budgets for the NHS, you're stripping money away from schools. You're stripping money away from councils. Like, for what? You know, these kids, instead of us having these initiatives and these schemes, these things where you can promote children to go to school and do these great things, like, I don't know, entrepreneurship and everything. You've taken away the youth centres. Where are they gonna go? You've taken away jobs. Now people are hustling for what?
Again, there's so many layers to this issue. The government obviously are partly to blame. Society, I feel like society is mainly to blame, and its norms and values and what it expects on people. Do you know what? To be honest, yeah, this whole problem is because people just don't accept people. Everyone has a perception on people, innit? So it's like, whenever you see a hooded youth,
no, it's beyond
you just have that,
man.
People will have that sort of initial thought straight away. And it's like, my thing is, when I was younger,
I blame the government.
No, listen, when I was younger, yeah, when I was 17, 18 years old and I was going through that phase and people would look at me in a certain funny way, I would act up more. Because why shouldn't I play that role? If you think I'm that individual who's going to cause havoc in society, then let me be that guy then. Because it's not like anyone else who's going to look at me and be like, oh, do you know what? Actually, it's not as it seems. Like, he could be someone different. He could make a real change in life. It's because I'm brown-skinned, I'm wearing a particular set of clothes, I'm talking in a particular set of way that you think I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And if you think that, my argument is, this is my case. It's the same for the case for being Muslim as well. If you think I'm going to be a terrorist, I'm going to terrorize you. I'm going to fuck up your base. I'm going to make you feel comfortable. I'm going to make you shook. and I'm gonna make you put me in this little box.
I mean, sometimes you're already put in that box anyways.
Yeah.
So it's like,
But that's what I'm saying. That's the
your
problem.
path is already not your destiny, but your fate. But you're more likely to be involved in crime. You're more likely to be involved in all this fucked up shit because A, the area you live in is not safe. B, the school that you go to is fucking shit. There's shit teachers. You know, the school's just lacking support.
Schools don't work
Poverty,
no more. I'm sorry, but schools don't work no more.
I mean, there's so much that schools can do. Let's be honest.
Do you know what a school is? A school is a massive social club.
I mean,
You don't learn anything at school anymore. Bruv, you think I ever learned anything at uni in the 3 years that I was there? I'll tell you what I learned from documentaries and Wikipedia. That's what got me through uni.
I mean, look, the truth of the matter is education is sometimes is considered, it's a business itself.
Yeah.
If you're not going to the top, let's say 20 unis, as much as you might have a degree, you're never going to have the same opportunities as someone, or not never, but you're less likely to have the same opportunities as someone that went to Cambridge. That's just facts. And
It's
Oxford
true.
and all these places.
It's
Not
very
saying
true.
that
You can see
you
it.
can't make it, because I do believe that anyone can, you know, make it whatever way they want. It's just, maybe it's harder. Or maybe you just have to learn how to finesse better.
Let's go back to Beyonce, because Beyonce announced that she's got
lips.
No. First of all, Omari Hardwick had like massive criticism.
Ghost.
Huh?
What did Ghost do? He bugged out, innit?
Guys, when I saw that video, fam, I had to watch that twice. Like, yo, what is he doing?
I
That was
don't
the most
think he meant it,
awkward
though.
kiss ever.
Oh, she looks so uncomfortable.
Bruv, it's Jay-Z that I felt sorry for.
Why?
I was looking at his face after, because his face was like this. He was like,
Potato, innit? He looked like a potato.
you know when you don't want to like make anything awkward,
Yeah.
but then you feel like, right, what's my man doing? Like,
I don't think. Oh, do you know what was
caught him
sad?
off guard.
No, it was how Beyonce looked hella uncomfortable, man. She looked so uncomfortable. And you know, things like that happen on a regular basis to women.
Yeah, no, I saw that on Twitter actually. A lot of people were tweeting about it afterwards, like, oh yeah, this is what happened to me. It's like, why can't men just stick with like handshakes or whatever?
Yeah, yeah. I don't like. I don't really like when people kiss me on the cheek. You know, like that.
Yeah, but
It's not necessary.
it's one of them ones. It's just like, well, who
You don't
does
do
that?
it to
Unless
the
you're at
guy.
a fucking dinner party.
No, but you don't do it to the guy. Why do you have to do it to me?
Yeah, true.
Like, the fuck?
That's so weird, fam.
Where did that culture come from, anyways?
Fuck knows.
And you know, in most like, so for example, Arab cultures,
Yeah.
the men kiss each other on the cheek,
Yeah.
and the
In
women kiss
Turkish
each
culture,
other.
they do it as well, 3 times.
But the men don't do it to the women.
Cause listen, as long as like I'm perfectly fine with handshakes, innit? Like one of my biggest anxieties when I'm meeting someone new is how am I gonna meet them? Like what is the deal? Am I saying hello to them?
Sometimes it's
am I
easier
shaking
to
their
be
hands?
a Muslim, you know.
Swear down, straight
Yeah.
up. Am I giving them a hug? Like what
You
is it
just
like?
stand there and they're like, "Oh, am I allowed to shake your hand?"
I don't want to be awkward, innit?
No.
I hate making things awkward, and I can name a bag of like occasions where
You don't
it's
know
like
if I should-
handshake. Like how many hugs? 2 hugs? Is it like a kiss on the cheek? Because you know how white people they go,
Yeah.
but they don't really kiss you. They just make that noise next to your ear.
Yeah.
A confirmation.
Why are you
greeting.
so onto white people today? Who pissed you off?
Nah, fam, I love white people, man. They just don't love me. That's what I'm pissed about.
Oh,
Joking.
is that what it is?
I don't know, man. I just get really weird vibes from white people. I just don't fit in with their culture. You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
let's go to Beyonce.
She got a handful from this Omari guy. The video was fucked.
It wasn't that bad.
Bro,
though.
was the second kiss necessary? Because he kissed her once and then he went back again. Do you know what it looked like at first when I saw it? It looked like as if he was whispering something into her ears. Room 205. You know, so like, that's what it looked like. And she was just like, oh, she's a bit flustered, isn't it?
You never know, actually.
Yeah, fam. I wouldn't put it past, like, because, like,
Do you think Beyonce has cheated on Jay-Z before?
oh, that's mad sticky, you know. I do want to say yes.
Why?
It's probably no, but I do want to say yes.
Why? Because she's a female and he's cheating. Fuck you, man. Moving on.
Yeah, but
anyway.
no, that's not the case. It's not like
What then?
like that. But it's like I don't know what Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship is like. Like I don't like. For example, Kim Kardashian and Kanye. We will talk about him in a bit, but I know what their relationship is like.
I
She
don't
can't
know.
fucking stand him.
Who?
Fuck it, let's get into it, man.
Wait. Okay.
Listen, yeah.
Wait.
Kanye is jumping on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, right?
But he was always in it.
No, but he's getting more involved. Like, he's gonna be one of the main guys now,
Why?
doing the interviews and things. Did you watch the interview?
No.
So imagine, yeah, he's sitting down with Kim. She's like, the video's on. He's like, sitting. He's Kanyeing,
Yeah.
and then Kim's like, "You ready?" Like fixing his ear and hair and shit, and he's sitting down. He's just like, "Oh yeah, so the reason why I decided to do this, what do we call this? An interview?" And they're like, yeah, it's an interview. It's like, yeah, so the reason why I wanted to do this interview is because of The Incredibles. And then they're just like, what was he talking about? And he's like, yeah, The Incredibles at the beginning of the movie, they're sitting down and they're doing an interview. You got the mum, he's got the big ass. And then Kim's face is just like this. Straight, she's just like, fam, what's he on about? And then they get into some little dispute about having favourite children.
Yeah.
Because Kanye's argument is, I don't think it's right to have like favourite children.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, I was mum's favourite child for like 10 years until Kylie came around.
Yeah.
And I think it's just one of them things that parents have. It was just
Nah.
mad weird to see the dynamics between their relationship.
Do you
Because
think so?
genuinely, I feel like they've been set up. I feel like the Illuminati have put them together.
Oh,
Fam.
cry me a river, nigga. What the fuck? Listen.
She can't stand
I
him,
don't
fam.
think it's that deep. But I feel like there's different types of marriages,
Yeah.
though. What is a marriage, actually? Because it's a relationship. And your look, I have siblings that I don't fuck with. I have
Yeah.
siblings that I love. I have times where I can't stand just that. When you say my sibling's name, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
That's just how life is.
Mm.
You go through stages where, you might like each other or you might be lovey-dovey. There's no relationship in this world that has lasted so long where you've remained lovey-dovey. Impossible. So they're just being real.
I mean,
You can't be lovey-dovey 24/7, 365.
listen,
You might have back pain
personally,
and you're in pain. What are you going to be? Hi, baby. No. If you're in pain, you're in pain. Like, if you're feeling the type of way, you're feeling the type of way.
Nah, man.
I'm sorry.
I feel sorry for Kanye personally because
Nah,
I can
man,
tell I
why?
can tell he's being him, innit? Kanye is being Kanye.
Yeah.
And you can either love him or hate him. And
Yeah.
Kim is at a stage now where she's like, fam, I need to get rid of this guy.
No, she
You
can't
can-
get
bruv,
rid of.
you
She's
can
gonna
see it in
breed
her
him.
face. Her face, like,
She wants to get breeded more. Is that what it is?
what's a
Breeded?
breeding bull?
Breeded.
What is that?
Bred.
What?
She wants to be impregnated.
She wants to be impregnated.
Of course.
Is she?
She
but
wants to have
she's
more
having a
kids.
fourth child with someone else. She's got
Kim.
another surrogate mum.
Yeah. There's obviously that.
So she wants to be pregnant. As in she
No.
wants a baby inside of her.
No, what I'm trying to say to you is she wants to have more kids.
How many more kids does she want?
Probably another 3, 4.
She wants 7 kids.
Maybe 2, 3. Oh, look
Mad.
at this.
But then again, I don't blame her because look
Yeah,
at
'cause
her.
she has a
fam.
big family. And she has
and
the money.
furthermore, like anyone who comes out of her womb or anyone else's womb associated to her is gonna blow in life.
You
It's been
think
proven.
so?
Look at Kylie. She didn't do shit for herself. Are you mad? Get out
I
of here, man.
mean, it is what it is, isn't it? It's your
Mm.
destiny. Let's move on, anyways. Yeah, but to be honest, I think Kanye, if he wants to jump on
That's my
keeping
guy,
like
fam.
Kardashian, I feel like I don't know where. I feel like they're running out of storylines.
Yeah.
That's the thing, and I think they have to continue. Come on, how many seasons has it been? God knows how many seasons it's been.
Mm.
They need more people to join, and it's a good business venture. Why not let him make more money, bruv? Let him promote his shit.
Oh, you're talking about business ventures. Beyonce's and Adidas has gone into a partnership, and basically part of this partnership means that she'll be a creative partner. She's gonna launch her own footwear, like her own shoes, trainers, whatever, and she's also gonna relaunch her own clothing brand called Ivy Park. What do you think about this? What do you think about
I don't
this
think
Beyonce
Ivy
and
Park
Adidas
was that
partnership?
good, to be honest.
Say that again.
Ivy Park. I didn't like that. I mean, it was in Topshop and a couple of places. I always walked past it. I was like, what's this?
I didn't know what Ivy Park was.
Yeah, it was a bit dead, to be honest. I knew it was from her, and I was like, okay.
But that's what I'm saying.
But-
Beyonce, stick what you're good at.
No, wait.
Entertaining, Singing.
If she's connecting with Adidas, why not? Maybe she might take Adidas.
She's gonna fuck up the brand, you know.
No, she's not.
She's gonna reduce sales.
No, I don't think
100%.
so. Well, what happened to Kanye and his Yeezys?
They blew.
Exactly.
Yeah, but look, Kanye
So
is a
what's the
fashion guru.
difference?
She's not a fashion guru.
But how do you know?
What does she wear at her shows? Like denim shorts and a crop top.
No, that's not what she wears.
Nah, man.
No,
These
that's
times,
not what she wears.
fam. These times,
But
Beyonce. Listen,
that's
Beyonce
not
is a
what she
victim.
wears.
Let me tell you why Beyonce is a victim.
Let me
These
finish
times, yeah.
speaking first.
I listen.
Because you know why? I'm
Go on.
tired of people. Listen, I don't like to put Beyonce on a pedestal,
Yeah.
But she's doing bits. And why do people like to hate on her?
No.
Why are you being a hater
I need to justify myself in it.
No, you can't justify yourself.
What do you mean? Are you not gonna let me justify
No,
myself?
Because listen. Let me tell you something.
Go
Yeah,
on. Go on.
her and Adidas connecting together
Mm.
and doing a partnership. It's only gonna go. It's gonna go well.
She can't
It's
dress
gonna go
herself
well.
though. How's she trying to dress other people before she can dress herself?
She can dress.
No, she can't.
Yes, she can.
I'm telling you.
What the fuck do you know
Listen.
about fashion?
Hey, fam.
I'm gonna have to at you with my chest. What do you know about fashion? Beyonce doesn't even wear shorts
God,
and crop tops to her fucking concert.
let me clarify. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't lie to you. Yeah.
Mhm.
For the last like 10 years or whatever, Beyonce's been a victim, but no one has pulled her out for it.
A victim of what?
But she can't dress.
Yes, she can.
Wait, like I don't understand.
Yes, she can.
Like,
And her
long
Beyonce's
maxi
sister,
dresses.
Hold on, that's not what she wears. First thing, and her sister as well is a banging fashion guru.
Stop it.
Solange is sick, and her mom is good as well. Her mom used to design her
Listen,
clothes.
they're beautiful women.
No, yeah, they're
And
beautiful,
because they're
and
beautiful,
they're talented.
anything they put on
Oh,
them
you
will
suck.
look nice.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
That's not bullshit.
Okay,
Facts, I'm
moving
telling
on
you.
anyways. I just think that is bullshit. And I think she's going to do well. Same way Rihanna did well with Puma. What's the difference?
Yeah, but Rihanna knows what she's doing. Beyonce.
She has the right people to support her. So does Beyonce, bruv. She's Beyonce.
Watch,
She always gets everything
watch
right.
when Beyonce's thing flops.
Alright, cool.
Watch when it flops.
What's the date today?
I swear
The
that
7th of April, yeah? Okay,
I won't forget that. Day.
we will come back to this.
She's gonna fuck up the base. I'm telling you. All right, listen. Drake has
Do
been
you think
promoting
do you think Top Man, what is it? Top Boy?
Top Boy.
Do you think it's going to blow?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Top Boy's mad. You know. Did you not watch season 1 and 2?
I
Oh my
did
god!
watch-
Please tell me you've watched Top Boy.
Of course I have, man.
Don't lie.
I watched every trash TV ever.
So you've watched Top Boy.
Of course.
So how can you ask me if it's gonna blow or not?
Because I feel like, when you do something the first time,
Yeah.
it goes well. The second time it goes well. Sometimes the third time don't really go.
Well, guess who's
That
who's executive producing it?
Who?
Guess.
I don't know.
Guess.
Who?
It's our favorite artist,
Who? Dave.
Drizzy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know this?
Yeah.
Drake's executive producing it, man.
Yeah, so?
It will be so interesting to see what he does to it, because you know how Drake begs to be British. Fam, someone give him a passport, fam.
No, it's not that.
Go on.
It's because he's seen the fact that our music scene is about to blow. We have our own culture. Come on, I'm not trying to dismiss Toronto, yeah,
I am.
and Canada.
Toronto's
But-
trash, fam.
It's all right.
After
but
Drake
what
and
I'm
Justin
saying-
Bieber, who else is there?
Nah, they've got a couple of decent artists.
I can't lie. The Somali scene in
Yeah, in Toronto,
Toronto
it's
is
blowing.
popping,
Yeah,
fam.
it's
Yeah, fam.
blowing.
I rate that still.
There's one guy. I think his name is Naz.
I don't know. Couldn't tell
Alright,
you.
cool. Anyways, yeah, there's a couple of good. Party Next Door. He's sick.
Okay, Party Next Door's alright, but
Yeah, he's
Drake's
he's
failing him.
wavy.
Drake's failing him.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Like, he needs
Party
to get
Next
out of
Door's doing-
OVO, fam, and he needs to sign with
yeah,
a
I
major record
agree.
label.
Or he needs to just go solo.
Yeah,
Independent.
because he can. Look at the Weekend,
He's
fam.
sick. The Weekend is not. I mean, he's great, but I don't like him that much.
Yeah,
to be
well, he's
honest.
mainstream ever since he turned mainstream. But that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying about Party Next Door. He could potentially be on that level.
But he was the one that wrote Work.
Yeah, I know.
It was good. Anyways,
in.
moving on. We'll see what Drake has to offer. When is I keep saying Top Boy.
Top Boy's going to be released later this year. They say maybe in autumn.
But they've been saying this for the last 4 years.
No, but they finished it. So the trailer's out. You know, he played the trailer.
Yeah,
at his
in the concert. That's what he had to do in the concert because
Yeah.
there's nothing else for him to do.
Hey,
Moving
you ain't trying
on.
to send shots at Drizzy for
I'm
like
not.
that, man.
I'm not. I'm just saying, innit?
Yo,
Like, show me something interesting. I'm not entertained. You're not
I'm
entertaining me.
entertained.
Yeah, because you're low key
Go on.
not exploiting our scene, but
Nah, look.
I don't know, man. I just don't know how genuine it is.
I know you don't
like
wanna
to
accept
protect. I
outsiders,
like to
but
protect. No, it's not.
He's
that.
been in the scene for time, though.
Yeah, well,
Since
so what?
Sneak Bo, man.
So what, man?
Do you remember when he co-signed Sneak Bo?
It's alright.
I wonder if they're still tight.
It's alright. It's alright. We'll talk about fucking Prince Harry because he feels like he's got something to say, right? Prince Harry, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, I have to say that.
You're eyeing everyone today.
No,
Yo,
do you know what? I'll be honest with you.
why is this moving savage?
I've had enough. I've had enough people thinking that they have
Yeah.
something to say. I'm sick of it. What the fuck is Fortnite gonna do when we have all these cuts?
Yeah.
Bruv, Bring back EMA. You know what I mean? Bring back things that we need, bruv. Stop stripping everything away and trying to talk about things that are not important.
Yeah.
The same way he needs to be atting the government and the MPs.
Yeah, fam.
Stop
I can't lie.
Fortnite.
He's probably one of very few people who can actually make a change. Because
Fortnite.
he's the royal family.
He thinks Fortnite is gonna change shit.
But listen to what he said. He said, that game shouldn't be allowed. Where is the benefit of having it in your household? That's a bit aggressive.
Sometimes
To make that sort of statement.
listen. Sometimes
Yeah.
I know so many parents that bought their kids PS4 so that kid can stay in the house and they don't go outside. Am I lying?
No, you're not. You're telling the
So
truth.
what
That's
the
happened-
fuck
that
is he
happened to me.
talking about?
That's literally happened to
Exactly.
me.
Parents are buying their kids the last £10 that they have. They are spending their money on these computer games because that's the only way sometimes they can bring their kids at home. Because sometimes those parents don't even have the time to actually sit there and, teach their kids English and all this shit because they're out here trying to survive. If you have, look, all I'm going to say is I'm sick and tired of
preach, man,
privileged
preach.
people, thinking that they have not necessarily the right.
He's not even a
But
parent, you know.
Prince Harry.
Yeah.
That's his business anyways.
No, he's not a parent.
Anyways, that's not even
That's what I'm
the
saying. So
point.
why are you making a comment if you're not a parent? What
Worry
gives you
about
the right?
shit that matters. That's all I'm going to say. He needs to worry about shit that matters. And we got dickhead people like Savage Javid, yeah. That cunt. I'm sick of him. I'm actually sick of him. I'm sorry, man. You need to beat this stuff out.
Nah. Not me.
I'm tired. I'm tired of politicians and people in powerful places, privileged people talking about shit they don't know nothing about. I'm not trying to say that I'm so knowledgeable and I'm an expert, but it's like when you don't know shit, don't talk about it.
Yeah, trust me. When you
please.
personally, I'll be honest with you. Every member of MP in Parliament doesn't know a thing about what's going on in real life. We can tell them what's going on because we're on the front line. We see this shit happening. We live this life. We live on the streets, fam. Not literally, but we're part of what's going on. They don't know. What do? They get their private cab driver to drive them to Parliament. You know, get lunch from Eat or whatever.
Not even eat.
Yeah, they get fucking
Probably gets a chef to do it
homemade
for him.
sandwiches at Parliament, and then they drive themselves back home. You don't know shit about what's going on, my guy.
And even if he tried to know, even if he knew, even if they know and they're talking, what the fuck are you doing about it?
Yeah, true.
Nothing. I want to know what you're doing, and I want to know what change you're gonna make. Okay, he's made this comment, right? What is he gonna do about it?
Who? Harry.
Nothing.
Harry's just making it public. But that's what pisses me off because
Why talk? if you're not
Harry,
gonna do
my
nothing
guy,
about
let me
it?
tell you something, yeah? You're part of the royal family. You have so much influence. You have so much power to do something. And the first thing that you can do is that game shouldn't be allowed. Where is the benefit of having it in your household? And do you know what? He goes as far as to say that social media is more addictive than alcohol and drugs. These times, social media for some people is a savior from committing suicide or self-harming. I just don't get people. I don't understand, like, what possesses you to just think you can say whatever you want. You're completely forgetting the fact that you have no insight as to what's going on in the real world.
It's because they've been given that platform. That's why.
Well, fuck their platform. Fuck them. And fuck everyone
the system,
else.
Man. This person needs to stop calling me as well so I can go back to my notes.
Oh, your notes. Well, we're pretty much done. I mean, we did have one more thing to
there's
talk
one
about.
more thing we need to talk about. The racism.
Racism?
And that kid. Was it Moise Kean?
Moise Kean. That's something that we really did need to talk about. That's actually important, you know.
Very important.
And I just, bruv, like, what?
Let's just touch on it.
Do you know what, yeah? I'll be honest with you. When I saw this trending, I thought, why is this trending? This is so insignificant. And I'll tell you why I said this. Because this is just another case of someone being racially abused at a football match. It happens way too commonly. And we're desensitized to the stage where if it happens, for me, this is going to sound so bad, but for me, I kind of got annoyed that it was trending because I was thinking, this happens every day. But then when I saw his own fucking teammate, oh my goodness me, when I saw Benucci making that stupid comment about it's 50-50, he's partly to blame for celebrating in front of the fans because he's somehow what's that word?
Antagonizing them.
Antagonize them. Get the fuck out of here, my guy. I would kick Bonucci straight in the nose and fix that crooked nose of his. That pissed me off so much.
He should be penalised for making that comment.
Do you know Moise Kean's only 19 years old?
Yeah, I know.
He's fucking 19 years old. You're the captain of the football club. You're supposed to have your arms around his shoulder.
100%. You should be protecting him. You should, and not only that, it's like, okay. So my question is, if the fans are being racist and are doing this stuff, how do you penalise them? How do you actually?
Do you know what I would do? I would go to the extreme and I would abandon the game. And I would
No, but what I'm saying, for the people that are controlling the game, so let's say the security. So what kind of I don't know how this works, but like the people that own the stadium, the people that actually, who's in control of this kind of shit? No one really.
Yeah,
so
you can't control like 50 or 40, 30,000 fans. But what I would do, call the game off and then deduct the points from the opposite team and then give the victory to the team who's been racially abused. Simple as. That way, fans that want to think about doing shit like that, you're going to cost your team the victory. You're going to lose points from them.
Okay.
And take points
That's
away
a good
from
idea.
them. Ian Wright was talking about this and he said exactly what you said, which was just all the players just walk off the pitch.
Yeah.
And actually, to be fair to some of the players at Juventus, they were looking at their manager saying, bring us off. We don't want to play in this hostile environment.
But just do it. From time that guy, was it I don't know what football match it was, but there was this kid he needed to be taken off. He was a goalkeeper, and he wouldn't go.
As blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
Whatever.
He
Kepa.
did it. He didn't leave.
He went in, fam. He was like,
the football match
no.
didn't. The coach didn't. What could he do about it? He just walked off
shit.
himself.
Yeah.
So let's be honest.
Do you know what really annoyed me?
Humans don't realise how much power we have, man.
People don't realise how much racism there is in the world. Bonucci later cleared up his statement on Instagram saying, listen to this pathetic clear up. He says, after 24 hours, I want to clarify my feelings. I was interviewed right at the end of the game and my words had been clearly misunderstood. However, because I was he said probably because I was too hasty in the way I expressed my thoughts. Hours and years wouldn't be enough to talk about this topic. I firmly condemn all forms of racism and discrimination. The abuses are not acceptable at all, and this must not be misunderstood. So hold on a minute. At the beginning,
it's too late.
No. What did he clear up? All he said was racism. I condemn all forms of racism. Like some B-Tech explanation for what everyone knows. Everyone knows racism is wrong, my guy. People are still racist. So don't give me none of that bullshit statement telling me that you condemn. Because you don't condemn. Let's be honest. Bonucci is a racist. Most of the players that play for his football team are probably racist as well. Majority of people in that league are probably racist as well. Do you get me? Stuff like that really annoys me because it's become normalized and I myself don't care about it. And when I don't care about it, that's when it's a problem.
All I have to say is it's time for them to make a difference. And it's time for people to start doing things that's dramatic. I don't know much about the football scene, but it's time for people to take control of it. And that's that.
Right.
I think we'll end it.
We'll end it there, man. Jeez, it's been one hell of a... I feel like today was a bit more... What's the word?
Happy birthday, beloved.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, one more bang.
2020. Ah! Oh, man. I haven't got birthday beats in ages, bro.
I only gave you 2 today.
Still got like 21 to go.
Absolutely. Actually, it's 22 to go. 1 for good luck.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, today's been a bit of a... I don't want to say aggressive. Not really aggressive, but we've been upset, man.
I'm not going to lie to you. I'm upset.
A lot of people have upset us this week.
It's been an emotional week.
Yeah, it has been. It has been emotional.
Well, on that note, we will see you next week.
No, hold on. We have to close off. Close off properly.
Yeah, I was going to.
Go on, let's do it. Let me hear it.
I'm joking.
No.
Stop. You're making me shy. Go on. Plug us in.
You do the first bit. I'll do the second bit.
Okay, guys. So that's episode 32.
Don't know.
Make sure you subscribe to everything. It's free, like Farhan says.
Don't know.
It's free. It's free. It's free.
It's not free. A single penny, mate.
guys. Honestly, share, leave comments. I want to know what you think
Me too.
because obviously we're expressing ourselves.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you have an
I
opinion.
got some
after
really aggressive guy on Instagram.
Yeah.
Bruv, that guy, fam. He was on
I
a
don't
next
understand
flex,
what
you know.
he was trying to say.
Yeah, neither did I. I just ignored him afterwards.
Yeah, he was just so. He basically said you.
Like paragraphs.
Yeah, he was like, we're clout chasers.
Yeah, basically.
He basically said we were clout chasers. I was like, what clout?
Fam, I get 30 views. Like, what clout?
I only have 700 followers.
Trust me. It's mad.
Okay, cool.
Anyways,
Right.
Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud. Actually, not Instagram. Not Twitter. Instagram, SoundCloud, and the rest of it at Tomato Podcast. And Twitter is... No, it's not at Tomato Podcast. It's at The Tomato Podcast. And then on Twitter, it's Podcast Tomato.
Yeah.
That's mad confusing.
Exactly. It's not. We're going to change it soon.
Soon, hopefully, if Twitter get back to us.
It's love, people.
It's moving mad. All right, cool. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Am I okay to press the red button?
Absolutely.
Sick.